Hey guys, sorry for the delay. My name is Romie. If this is your first time watching, please like, comment, subscribe. I'm just putting down my tablet. Alright, this is my review for Haves and Have-Nots. Season 6, Episode 1, Afraid of the Flames. So now, and again, I'll normally have this up sooner. I just need sleep. After seeing this episode, I said, look, I'm just going to have to do this when I'm well rested. So this is actually Wednesday morning. Now, anyway, right before work. Anyway, we start off with this montage of what happened in season 5. I know your DVR will say season 5 is now, but reviewers say it's season 6. And it starts where we're at the jail. Jeffrey's at the jail. I said, that jail looks really clean. I'm like, okay, stop it. That's not the point. That's not the point. And of course, Justin is there. Justin is there, and Jeffrey's trying to figure out, why is Justin acting like he doesn't know me? He's there to get me out, but he's acting like he doesn't know me. I'm thinking, Jeffrey, you're in jail. Are you stupid or are you dumb? Anyway, Justin brings him to, let's say, this interrogation room, and there's a camera right there. Jeffrey's like, wait a minute, because Justin's coming on to him. He's like, wait a minute, what are you doing? People will see. And Justin's like, I don't care if they'll see. And then he goes and says, look, don't worry. I turned them off. I turned them off completely. So even the audio, it's off. We're good. And I still don't care. Jeffrey's like, what? Come on, back off of me. And Jeffrey's trying to figure out, wait a minute. My mother just exposed you to having a gay relationship to your wife, and you're trying to go and do this with me now? Like, what's going on with your wife? And he's like, oh, she's at home. And he was like, what? Yeah, she's at home, and I came here for you. And he's thinking, wait, but don't you want to handle that? I was like, no. Why would I want to handle that? That's always going to be there when I get home. I want to be here with you right now. And Jeffrey's like, but that's your wife. He said, but you're my man. I said, what? When did this happen? When did this happen? So I guess it's just at the point where Justin, since he's been exposed and his life is never going to be the same, he figures, screw it. Screw it, oh well. People know what they know. I don't care anymore. I'm finally free. Jeffrey's looking at him like, that's great for you. It really is. But I need for you to figure out, I'm still in jail. Oh yeah, and sorry about, again, I'm doing that. Justin said, no, sorry about your mom, sorry about you being in jail. And Jeffrey's like, well, that was my mom, that wasn't you. And it was like, still, it's like, you helped me at least get here, so I appreciate it. And speaking of your mom, well, speaking of your mom, you don't have to worry about her. I'm looking at this like, what? Yeah, you don't have to worry about her. Why? We know the commentary back and forth that Tyler does oh so well. She, I took care of it. I took care of it. Not even her, I took care of it. Don't worry about it. Jeffrey's like, what? Okay, we have to get back. If you're not going to go and give me some action, then we're going to have to take you back. It's like, take you back? I said, yes, Jeffrey. Hello, you don't have legal representation. That was your mom. She dropped you. He did this because he wanted some. That's all this is. So Jeffrey's trying to figure out what happened to my mom, but Justin's like, our time is up. I'm sorry, we'll figure that out later. But not really, because once he goes and tries to cuff him, it's like he starts, touching him and kissing him, and I'm thinking, oh my God. And Jeffrey's like, no. Really? So you really want that sour, jail-infused body? But then again, Justin did go and try and tried to have sex with Jeffrey during like a traffic stop, and he was drunk and all that. So I don't put anything past Justin. Now, we're back at the house, and Hannah is there. Catherine is there. Benny is there. And Benny's there supporting his mom, and she's like, I'm fine. I said, we know you're not, so stop that. But then Benny was just looking at her like, I got you. Whatever you need, I got you. And of course, she appreciated that. I'm sure Catherine was looking like, that, so that's what a son's supposed to act like and be. Duly noted. Anyway, we have Catherine talking to Hannah and just, it's a whole lot. She's sorry. She's just so sorry. She says, I hope that this pain, it hits you in waves, the grief, so that it doesn't just all come and hit you at once and tumble you over and have you crumble and all that. So Hannah, of course, appreciated that and said, yeah, I hope so too. Now, aside from that, we also have the fact that, remember, the place, the condo that they're in, that's technically Hannah's now. And so Hannah was saying, oh, the sink. Catherine said, I can get someone to fix the sink. That's no problem. And then she's like, yeah, but this place, it's too much. It's too much. And I'm thinking, Hannah, haven't we already learned? Sometimes things come at you and for you, and you just have to be receptive to them. This is one of those things. This is one of those situations. This is one of those scenarios where if you just accept this. So Hannah's just like, okay, whatever. But she wants to still be independent. I said, perfectly fine, especially with how this family's set up. I agree. But Catherine says, I have an even bigger house. I'm thinking, why do you have an even bigger house? For who? Anyway, I guess tax shelter for all her money. Anyway, especially since Jim's not going to be spending all of it. Now, the funny thing is that Catherine tries to invite Hannah back to, oh, why don't you come and, well, I have a bigger house and the new maid, she's not up to snuff. She's, you know how I like my stuff done. And Hannah said, no. And, oh, it's because of your pride? No, it's because of all the things that our families have gone through. I don't think that's the best thing. I said, you know what? Maybe you're right. But you can come on as advisor of the estate. I said, now that's an idea. But then again, you don't want to get caught up in how all the legalities and foolishness that family has done. So maybe that isn't such a great idea. Now, Hannah feels a certain way because she's like, maybe if I had this, a couple of weeks ago, then this wouldn't happen to Q. I looked at her and almost screamed because I said, But then again, you never know with how messed up this family is. Who knows what would have happened? Who knows what would have happened with this family? So I'm not going to go and fully say that. I'm going to go and say, that's the logical thing. That's the logical thing. Now, Mitch comes over. He gives his condolences. And I was surprised that Mitch was acting, all status quo with Catherine, because remember, Catherine was trying to put the moves on him, and he basically ran out of there when she did that. Now, she gets a call after Mitch goes to the kitchen with Benny, and it's with Broderick. Apparently, he's the hotel manager at one of the hotels. Her bank, that she's a board member of, owns like 70% of that hotel. Jim's card was declined. Broderick was calling her to see, so your husband's card was declined. Do you want me to just go and give him the room, or? And she said, no, I'll be there. Hey, Broderick, I'll be there. Thank you. I'm thinking, oh my God. And looking at her like, I know. What type of mess you got yourself into now? And Catherine explains what happened. And Hannah said, oh, so you just love... So that's what you're going to do. Are you going to give him a place to stay? Of course not. He's trash. Why did I do that? But I do have to go down there and handle some business. We got to have some fun, don't we? And so then she says she's going to call the plumber. And if you need anything, call her. And Hannah says, you know what? I will go and collect an extra check and be your estate advisor. I can do that for you. Really? I'm not coming back to work for you. I'm just going to go and give that woman some extra tips. Okay, cool enough. Now, Benny's talking to Mitch because Benny sees this truck and he says, you know what, maybe we can go down to the bank of them loans and get us a loan because we need that money. We need that money. We were raking in that money before Candice went and screwed up our gig. And Mitch is like, what are you thinking? You have this, whose house are you in, by the way? Oh, it's my mother's. What? No, no, no. Catherine gave it to my mom. So why can't you just stay here? Why can't you just be cool here? Because I don't trust them. Why would I trust the mother of whose son hit me and almost killed me? I said, now, Benny, I used to think that you were dumb as rocks, but you know, this is the smartest thing that people have said on this show for years. So I said, good point. Why don't we go and find something else? Mitch is over it because Mitch knows how his family is. Mitch knows that his family is the type that we scratch your back, we expect the world from you. And Mitch doesn't want that to happen to Benny. Mitch doesn't want, because Mitch told Benny, if you can't deliver on your return of the investment that they put in you, you owe them, so you'll owe them $50,000 and a broken leg, actually both legs broken, arms, you name it. I don't want that to happen. Benny says, we don't have a choice. We can do this. We can work hard. We can hustle. We don't have many other options, but I do need to go and talk to Candice. You know where she is? Yeah, she's still at the same hotel. The same hotel? Yeah, I talked to her. You talked to her? When did... I'm like, yeah, when did all this happen? But anyway, I'm glad that we skipped a couple of things because that was going to be tiring if we did it. So Mitch and Benny go and leave. They allow Hannah to just go and have her moment. Because remember, all of this happened within a short period of time. I know this show drags on, but this only happened in a short period of time. So everyone's still reeling off of this. Now, something that I didn't expect was Candice. Candice is back to her scheming and scamming ways. I guess I should be glad that... Okay, I'm jumping ahead. So Candice has this John over, and he's like, oh man, you're beautiful. You can tell he's really excited about this. She's like, give me your wallet. He's a little, he's unsure, but he still does it. And because she does it in the way that Candice does it, like, give me your wallet, and smiling with her eyes. And she takes the money. She's looking at this like, oh, $1,800. So you think all of this with the negligee and the straightened hair in this black skin, $1,800. You think that's... And he was like, yeah. She said, no, I need more. Now, she didn't put a price tag. She just said, I need more. And then he said, oh, get out of here. You're crazy. And she said, no, you're crazy. See, why don't you just go and go? Go back to your wife. I mean, you have the tan line from the ring that, you know, you normally wear. Let me guess. Because he was like, oh, do you know who I am? I said, oh, don't do that. Don't do that, because in 2017, that backfires because people can blackmail you with that, which is what she was trying to do. She said, I sure do know who you are. You're a high-powered businessman, and your wife wouldn't appreciate this, and who knows, you know, what would happen if this was found out. I mean, this is a courtesy. This is a lesson learned, and an $1,800 lesson learned for someone like you. I think you should be happy. I think you should go. And now, I was surprised because after him calling her a bee and a hoe and all that, and that she's crazy, he still left. I said, Candice, I don't know what type of energy you have around you, but you may need to bottle that up and sell it, because in a regular world, he must have really had a lot to lose if he didn't go and just, you know, take that money back. And what else? So then as he runs out of there, Benny comes in, and Candice just has a look of, oh God, here we go. So Benny said, hey! She said, wait a minute, why'd you pop up on me? Because I like pop-ups, especially on you. I feel like a pop-up is required for the mess and the foolery that you do. So now Benny's just like, you know what, Candice, you know, what's going on? What's going on? She said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about me. I'm doing what I need to do. It's like, oh, so you're back to doing the same mess? Yes, no. I'm not sleeping with them. I'm, you know, taking their money. I'm robbing them. He looked at her like, so that's better? Now, he didn't go into detail, but in my mind, I would have thought, so what if one of these fools, because you don't have a security guard, what if one of these fools went upside your head and did whatever else? Like, are you actually thinking? Hello, we are all hurting. She said, that Q was my son. It's a difference. He said, you're right. But don't act like we don't love her. Don't act like, mommy was taking care of. Mommy's the reason why he's dead. And I'm thinking, oh, Lord, why would you? Oh, we know that her staying there made it an easier target. But, Benny said, no, mommy loved him. I loved him. I know he's your son. I know it's different, but we love you. Well, I love you. And I'm not going to sit here and watch you do this stuff. I'm going to go get some money, get a truck, and you can come to the house. Mommy has 4 rooms. You're not inviting me to her. And that's not happening. He said, yes, it is. Because you can come here. You can go to school. I'll pay for everything. It'll be tight, but we can manage. I said, oh, Benny, you're such a good guy. But no, this isn't going to work for your con artist sister. She said, no. I want vengeance. Mommy, I said, uh-oh. What are you going to do to Hannah? On Catherine Cryer, on Jim Cryer, on David. He said, all of them? What did they all do to you? Oh, trust. He said, okay, but don't act like you didn't start this. And I said, and there it is. Let's stop faking the funk. Let's not act like, I know because we love Candice, we love her go-getter attitude, we love someone that's able to con the system, but she still went above and beyond, and this is why this stuff happened. Let's stop blaming it on other people. Who is the root cause? Candice. Bad things happened to her when she was younger, and she never recovered from that, and then she fell in with the wrong people. She wasn't in a great neighborhood, so it's part of the environment. So that was part of it. But as a grown adult, doing this foolery to try and get ahead for so long, even when it stopped working, that's when you should have said, okay, I'm going to stop. She was caught up. She lost her son. Other people around her made bad decisions aiding in that. But Candice was still a huge part of that. So she was just like, you know what? You can go. Don't pop up on me anymore. It's like, oh, I'm still going to pop up on you. But I'm going to go. Because she said, I'm going to have to call security on you. I said, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Now, Jim's downstairs at the hotel. All because his card was declined. And he's arguing with Broderick. And in comes, I saw this shadow. I said, oh, that's Catherine. I know that's Catherine. So she pulls up behind him and says, hey, boo, what's good? And he said, my card's declined. My card's declined. And I know it was you. Come on, activate it so I can get a card. Do it now. I said, oh, God, if he does that whole authoritative privilege mess one more time, I just want someone to go and finish the job. We beat him up. We borderline, just finish the job when it comes to Jim. Catherine's looking at him like, look, I want my divorce. I want my divorce. Jim's trying to say so bad that I'm doing the smart thing. I'm not divorcing you, because if I divorce you, then that means that we won't have spousal privilege, married spousal privilege. And if we don't have that, then in a court case, they could put us up against each other. And I'm thinking, you're both liars. What's the problem? You both lied on the stand before, so don't play that. Yeah, don't play that at all. But Catherine says, I don't care. Catherine has so much money. I'm sure she'd find a way to wiggle her way out of this situation. Jim's the one that's broke. Remember, he was spending her money doing all this stuff. She's the one that has over like $250,000. That's her net worth. It's something crazy. So that's why she walks around like she can do anything. Because she can. She really can, especially where they live. Oh, she pretty much owns the joint. But like I said, Jim's trying to do his conning and see if he's like, look. She tells him, I'll give you $250,000. You give me the divorce and we're done. I said, no, Jim can get more out of you than that. He can get millions out of you. He's not doing that. But in the meantime, you're going to be broke. Actually, no. Why don't we start with this? Because he said, turn on my cards now. Get me a room now. And she says, what's Wyatt's address? Because remember, he was the one that hired the investigator. She didn't. She never knew where he was. So I said, wow, right under your nose. Jeez. Just do some research, Catherine. Just do some research and you'll find him. And she was just like, no, nope. Tell me Wyatt's address and we can talk. Jim being Jim, we see what happens next. Now, Queenie, she still had wait, I'm sorry. Was it Queenie? Now this is where I need your help. Was it Queenie because she looked like Queenie, or was it another one who originally took Wyatt's credit cards? I don't remember. All I do know is that that Candice's con artist boyfriend or ex-boyfriend was still watching her, and now he has more leads. Now it's like, okay, so she just tried to steal that. Okay, now she's in jail. I know how to get to her. Anyway, Brandon. We're gonna call him Brandon. A mess. Anyway, now it's down to Wyatt, and this is why my energy level dropped. We finally find out that Wyatt, because he talks to Ava, and he tells her that that guy, Father HAHN, whatever his name is, yeah, he was the one that touched Wyatt. And apparently it was at that summer camp, went downstairs. But it was more than just that guy. It was multiple people. And I think it was actually like all of the pastors, was it? Like all of the male church figures, they were down there because he said they're multiple and were touching him, and he kept saying stop, and they didn't stop. And I'm thinking, oh my God, what exactly did they do to you? I don't need to know, because once he got out that story, he's like, oh, I want to use. And then we see Ava crying too, and I said, okay, it was a sad story, but you're really crying. And that's when we find out that I believe she said her aunt touched her when she was a little girl. I said, oh God. So you got two halves of the same coin looking after each other. And so then Wyatt goes and hugs her, and then he goes and does his usual, because he was like, I want to use. She was like, we can't do that. No. I said, Lord, does that mean you want to use too? Oh God, call the dude, call the doctor, because no, you're compromised. You can't be used anymore. So then they start making out, and they presume to have sex. I was thinking, God, Jesus. So this is what happens to a lot of people who have addictions. They trade one addiction for the other. Wyatt had a combination of drugs and sex. So when he can't get the drugs, now he's able to get the sex because his supposed aide, she just couldn't handle it. She got too weak. Now, David brings Erica over to this beautiful house. I said, oh my God, this is easily outside the nicest house I've seen on the show. Then we get inside, the woodwork, trim everywhere. I can't even call it trim because there was wood everywhere. The floors, now the floors looked a little dusty, but that's all right. That's okay. That's not the point. David's saying how he got this house, and originally before his old house burned down, he's thinking about moving into this new one. But then when things went sour with his wife, he went and got that condo, and he was trying to sell this house, but now he's thinking maybe he can keep it for us. I said, oh Lord. Erica's looking at him like, who? Me? No, I can't. What? No. And he said, yes, you're staying in this house. No one will find you here. And by the way, what's your boyfriend's name? His name is Dead. Because that's what he is. He's dead. But she can't tell him that. So they're in the kitchen. Jim comes, knocks on the door. Erica somehow stays in the kitchen. And David comes out. Jim's like, I need money. I said, what? He was like, this house is beautiful. This house is great. Show me a tour, David. Oh yeah, by the way, I need money. Oh, Catherine went and she took access to my card, so I need money. What's your credit card? I need a hotel room. I'm thinking, who are you barking orders at? See, he must have some stuff on David, because the way that Jim talks to David sometimes, most of the time, I'm looking at him like, is that your master? Is that master talking? Because that's what it feels like. And that's what a lot of people feel like when Jim talks to David. But anyway, that's when, after talking for a little bit, Jim realizes that part of the issue is that the Malones, things went south with how they handled war. So the Malones, they're not on good terms right now. Jim wants access to them again. And that's when Jim finds out from David that, hello, well, maybe we need to talk to Hannah's son. Benny, why? Benny's friends with Malone. And so maybe if we can talk to Benny, I'm thinking, in what world does that make sense? And in what world does Jim talking to Benny grant him access to the Malone? Like, this is the stupidity and the privilege that Jim has, even though Jim wasn't rich. I'm just trying to figure, what type of mess is this? So you think your son who hit Benny, all of a sudden Benny's going to go... Anyway, Jim's asking for the credit card. David said he's going to call ahead and set it all up. But here's some money. Here's all the money in his wallet. And that's when Jim realizes, why? Can't you give me the credit? Oh, because you gave it to some chick. Because, you know, that's my MO. That's my MO. So you gave it to some chick. I want to meet her. No, not right now. Not in these circumstances. Fine. But I want to meet her. I want to meet her now. I want to meet her. I want to meet her. Ooh, mm-hmm. You paying for that tail? Mm-hmm. I want to meet her. I'm thinking, oh my God, someone just shoot Jim. Someone just stabbed Jim. Someone just got Jim. Oh, he gets on my nerves. Anyway. We finally see the car crash. And yes, they're both alive. Surprisingly, Melissa is perfectly fine. And she's taunting Veronica. Veronica's like, help! Help, I need help! Help, help! Lord, I need your help! And she's like, get me out of here. I smell flames. And Melissa's like, burn, baby. You're the devil. You ain't gonna catch on fire anyway. But if you do, burn! I said, okay. So they're both going to be saved. I already see this. Please like, comment, subscribe.